Phillies at the New York Mets for game number 2 of the 3-game series. And pitching for the Phillies tonight will be Christopher Sanchez. And pitching for the Mets tonight will be it would be it'd be Griffin Cannon. So the pitching lineup for the Phillies would be Bryson Stott, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Castro, Nick Castellanos, Max Kevin, Jake Timmy, the Alabama, Drew Homos. That's your Phillies still running. So coming at the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stott coming out the Phillies, no Phillies, the Phillies, 0 outside the first. Here we go. Then McKinney got a pitch for you, Vargas and Ronnie Catch goes to the wall, strike on the one, but and Vargas and Nick Castellanos and Griffin King got the pitch for you, Vargas and Ronnie Catch goes to the wall, and well, Griffin King got the first 3 singing at the bottom one team. And the first 3 and Rodney getting the grass. And that's a single. And Roger Star will advance the first 8 for the Roger Star got a hit on one. And Roger Star singles on a line drive to the left fielder. Jose Carm. Coming up next to the bat for the Phillies, we have Trey Turner next to the bat for the Phillies. You got 1 free on first base, 0 outs. Top of the first inning. Griffin King got a pitch for Trey. Rodney Cuts swinging at the 5-1. Griffin King got a pitch for Trey. Rodney Cuts goes to the wall 1-1. Griffin King pitch for Trey. Rodney Cuts goes to the wall 2-1. Griffin King pitch for Trey. Rodney Cuts goes to strike 2-2. And then the pitch take away from Trey Turner lies out to the right fielder, Alonso them, and Trey turns out turning over one. Coming next to the bat for the Phillies, you got 3,000 feet right over next to the bat of the Phillies, you got 1 feet on first base, 1 out, top of the first, here we go. You can't get a pitch feet right, but right over flies out to the left fielder, Jose cover, and right over out, right over one. Coming next to the bat for the Phillies, you got Kyle Swilly next to the bat of the Phillies, you got 1 feet on first base, 2 outs, top of the first, here we go. Then can't get a pitch feet, so running catch goes strike one. It's what the balls in the dirt, the balls, the 1-1. Okay, and then it's for you. So we're swinging the right in the grass, and that's a single. And Castro makes the first base for the van. Castro got a hang over 1 yard. Castro was singled on line drive to the right fielder. One so the right side makes the third base. So the Phillies got versus that got Castro on first and right side on third base. So coming up next to the Phillies, we got Nick Castellanos next to the Phillies. We got 50 person on first base and third base. 2 outs, start the first. Here we go. Then King got first base. Castellanos swinging the strike one. Then the pitch to Castellanos swinging at the 5-1-2. Then the pitch to Castellanos right catch the left ball and dirt ball 2-1-2. And then King got the pitch to right into Nick Castellanos swinging at the 5-1-2. And Griffin King got the pitch to Castellanos, and Nick Castellanos flies out to the center field tower and Nick Castellanos out and Nick Castellanos over one. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So we still have a score game with Jim. We went to the bottom of the first. It's the Mets turning the bat. Let's see the Mets can turn the bat at the bottom of the first. And the 3 Mets played the bat at the bottom of the first. Francisco Lindor, Juan Soto, and Pete Alonso. That's the thing. It's the Mets turning the bat. The Mets can turn the bat at the bottom of the first. The Phillies going to gain 13 and 17. The Mets going to gain 16 17 and win the Bicycle Junior and West League and FC's World Playoff. And he was the Mets starting line. We got Francisco Lindor, Juan Soto, Pete Alonso, Venice, Star Marte, Louis Jordan, Tom Taylor, Louis Angel Acuna, and Jose Coleman. So coming out the bat for the Mets, we have Francisco Lindor in the bat for the Mets. The Mets plays on base. 0 outs, 5 in the first. Here we go. Christopher Sanchez got a pitch swing. Lindor, Ronnie Catch goes strike number 1. Christopher Sanchez then pitch Lindor, Ronnie Catch goes to 1. Christopher Sanchez then pitch Lindor, Ronnie Catch goes to 2-1. Francisco Lindor got another pitch coming up for you. Swinging right in the grass, and that's a single. And Francisco Lindor advanced the first base for the Mets. Francisco Lindor singles on the ground ball to the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Coming up next to the bat for the Mets, we got Juan Soto next to the bat for the Mets. We got 1 left on first base, 0 outs, 5 in the first. Here we go. So the same got pitch for you, 1 running, swinging the 5-1. The same got pitch for you, 1 running, catch goes to 1-1. The same got pitch for you, 1 running, catch goes to 2-1. The same got pitch for you, 1 swinging the miss, strike 2-2. The same got pitch for you, 1 Soto grounds out to the fourth side to the third base and Alabama to the second base and right side. And Francisco Lindor is out of second base, but Juan Soto makes the first base. So coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Pete Alonso come next to bat for the Mets. We got 1 Mets player on first base. I mean, on second base. Wait, am I saying right? So coming up next to bat for the Mets, we got Pete Alonso come next to bat for the Mets. We got 1 Mets player on first base. 2 outs, 5 in the first. Here we go. Christopher Sanchez got a pitch going to repeat. Ronnie Catch swinging and strike 1-1. And Christopher Sanchez got a pitch repeat. And Pete Alonso grounds out to the pitcher. Christopher Sanchez on hand puts to the pitcher. Bryce Harper stepped in the first dragon time. Pete Alonso's out. Alonso in second base. So coming up next to bat for the Mets we have. So coming up next to bat for the Mets we have Mark Ventinos coming next to bat for the Mets. We got one Met player on second base. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Chris Sanders got a pitch for you, Valentino's ready for Veronica goes to strike number one. Chris Sanders got another pitch for you, Valentino's Veronica goes to ball 1. Chris Sanders got another pitch for Valentino's Veronica goes to ball 2-1. Chris Sanders got another pitch for you, Valentino's ready for it. And Mark Valentino's when Mark Valentino asked for a timeout, you know, Mark Valentino driving the back 6 base long. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch for Valentino's ready for it. What's up, Star Wars 99? What's up, what's next? And Crystal Sanders got another pitch going to be Valentino's with Ray Boy swinging. That's a 5 balls to 2-2. Yeah, the regular syndrome, like, you don't understand, like, what church the people go to. They don't understand. It's not about the scientific body parts. I just hate that stuff. You can't talk to your parents about anything about that stuff. They would never get in. They don't want they don't need talking about what you came in the world and stuff like yeah we get that part, but that's not the only part about it. It's about what you do afterwards. You can stay the way you're born as, or you can change it. So if you start changing the appearance on the clothes and stuff, you start wearing makeup and stuff, you start doing things that's not really the way you're born as. That makes you different. That makes you like you turn into the gender you becoming. And because all it takes is the parents look at you, seeing that child see their son wearing a dress or wearing makeup on. They're like, yeah, you come a female because they start to see you do those little things. And you start playing with girl toys. They say, like, oh, yeah, your son's doing girl things that's not boy stuff. And when it gets to the whole body part change and stuff, then it's like, okay, now they act like a female. Now that they're changing the body to be one, to look like one. So now it's a whole different story. But, it's a whole different story, y'all. I'm not even going to get myself into it because, you try to explain stuff to people that never will get it. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Because, I'm not even going because we're saying got another pitch coming in Valentino's get ready for a runner because goes the ball 3-2 to full count. Because we're saying got another pitch coming in Valentino's get ready for one. And then swinging that one goes right all the way to the wall. Make sure y'all tap the screen, guys. Make sure y'all like the screen, guys. Swinging that one goes right into the right down the third baseline. And Valentino's running around first, stop a second. Valentino's got a double, y'all. This is Valentino's fifth double on the 20-run season on the ground ball to the left field of Max Kepler. And the Mets score one. So score the Phillies have 0 runs. The Mets have 1 run. And the Mets will get the first run score on the bottom of the first thanks to Wanson. And that was 1 of the Mets. Like I said, I'm going to say it again, y'all. Christopher Sanchez is not doing well on the road. Tell you, when Christopher Sanchez is away from Citizens Park, he doesn't pitch really good. So this is when this is like not good. Because them. So coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Starling Marte next to bat for the Mets, and then we have one Mets player on second base, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Because we're saying got a pitch in there for you, Starling away for a swing and miss, strike 1. We're saying the pitch Starling swing and miss, strike 2 1 2. Because we're saying got the pitch Starling away for Starling Marte, ask for a time on your own. Starling Marte, get right back in the bat box, sits on my base phone. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch going to be Starling away for it. That ball's in the dirt. That's a ball. It's 1-1. It's 1-2. Like I said, Well, what they have in here? So we need you all to a good game with so let's go Sanchez and that's what Winston's saying. And then Winston high. So I don't think Winston's anything bad. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch. He's starting to leave with a wild pitch by the pitcher Christopher Sanchez and Mark Valentino was advanced to third base. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch going to be starting away, but runner catcher goes to ball 2-2. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch going to be starting away for it. Runner catcher goes to ball 3, so 3-2 is a full count. And Christmas Sanders got another pitch coming to Starling Grateful, and that is ball for and Starling Mate is walked and will advance to first base for the Mets. And the Mets have Starling Mate on first base and Marvin Tinos on third base. Plays to the corners now. Christopher Sanchez, you walk your first. Christopher Sanchez, why would you? Christopher Sanchez, you walk your first bat of the game. It had to be Starling Mate. Dang, Christopher, why you had to walk Starling Mate, man? Your first bat of the game. Come on. So we had the Phillies pitching coach come up the mound to talk to Christopher Sanchez. That ain't good. That's all I had. No conversation. We have a game. Like they got to do something to somebody for them to see that what they really are. Like, why do we have to force that to make people see video? Like, can you just understand that that's what they want to become and like just call it a day and just like why they got to change everything just to make you see him? Alright, so coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Luis Torino's. Coming next, the bat for the Mets, we got Mets players on first base and third base. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Because the Sanders got a pitch, gonna be Lewis, get ready for it. Runner catch good as well as one. The Phillies are wearing their gray jerseys, and the Mets are wearing their black jerseys. Yeah, that's it. With more, anybody who catching that game tomorrow gets to see it because I will be at work during the time the game's on, so you know that kind of thing. And Christopher Sanders got another pitch, gonna Lewis. Runner catch goes well to the 2-0. And Christopher Sanders got another pitch to Lewis, get ready for it. Runner catch goes to strike one is a 2-1. And Christopher Sanders got another pitch. What just happened? Well, what's that? You can't say that right now. What's that? The game just started. So you can't say that. You know, the game just started. We only in the first inning. Right? You know, we're only in the first inning. You gotta have hope. And Christopher Sanders got another pitch coming to Lewis. Get ready for it. Right, that catch goes to roll three is a 3-1. And Christmas Center got a pitch coming up in Lewis Gary going Lewis Twins. That's for time and Lewis Twins got a since my baseball. Christmas Center got another pitch coming up in Lewis Gary going. That catch goes to roll three is a 3-1. Christmas Center got another pitch coming up in Lewis Gary going. You swing at that one, that's a 5-ball, it's a 3-2 is a book him. I would say I gotta hope. I'm not gonna start saying just because the Mets got the first one, the game's gonna be over. Like I'm just gonna think like negative. And Christopher Sanders got another pitch coming up in Lewis Gary going. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three, and Lewis Turner is out. First strikeout for Christopher Sanchez, one came. And that's 3 outs for the Mets. So the score is the Phillies have 0 runs, the Mets have 1 run. That's the end of the first, ladies and gentlemen. And moving on to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies need to turn the bat at the top of the second. And the three Philly, now it's 1-0 Mets. And the three Philly Birds do the bat top of the second will be Max Kepler, J.T. Marino, Adabone. Yeah, you did say that. You did just say that. I can read back. You said right here. You said right here. You said the Tigers and Phillies losing again. So you did say that. You said Tigers and Phillies losing again. So you did mention that part. So don't like it. I got the put right there. You did say that. Well, I didn't mean they are going to lose. Just mean so far it's early and that's their vote. You didn't say that. You didn't say that part. You said Phillies and Tigers are losing again. So you said that part. So you know. Yeah. And then you say yeah. And then you said the second part you said was then you said yeah, still losing though. So you did say that the second part. So yeah, so that's what you did say. So I read back what you said. So. No, you are explaining yourself, but you shouldn't wrote it that way. If that's what you meant to say, then why you didn't write it like that in the chat, though? If that's what you meant, then why you didn't write in the chat like that? Then you should have wrote like that stuff. You should have wrote like that with snakes. That way people understand. Because people gonna take that as like that's what you meant. If that's not what you meant, then why did you write it like that then? Because when you write stuff like that, it confuses people. What's up, Jason? If one country loses, I don't mean they're going to lose no matter what. What's happening with snakes? Why say you say you know what? Why you what's going? Don't get mad because you know. Please don't get mad right now. We're all friends here. So coming off the bat for the Mets, coming off the bat for the Phillies, we have Mets coming the bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs. Top of second. Here we go. Griffin Canning got a pitch couldn't have you kept looking ready for running because goes the balls 1-0. Running because goes the balls 1-0. And Griffin Canning got another pitch for you. Kept running. Swing that was a 5 balls 1-1. And Griffin Canning got another pitch couldn't have kept looking ready for it. Running because goes the ball 2 the 2-1. Shout out to the poor people watching the five lights. What's that? You can still be in here. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just that you gotta make sure you explain yourself a little much better, so that way you understand what you're saying and not taking what you're saying out of context. So, and Griffin Canning got another pitch coming in. Kept looking ready for a swing in the mids, and that's strike two with the 2-2. And Griffin Canning got another pitch coming in for you. Kept looking ready for it. Yeah, I'm not mad at you or anything. Just the way I read it, it was like that's what you meant. So once you explain yourself, I kind of got it now. And then king of the pussy Kevin going by Mexico bats by time when you're Mexico driving the rabbit this movie one. And then king of the pussy Kevin going by running cut goes ball three the three into the foot count. And then king of another pitch gonna rain Mexico great one. Swing in the miss and that's strike three and Mexico was out. Mexico you 0 for 1 with your first Mexico you 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. If the Phillies don't wait till the ninth inning to start doing stuff again, I'll be like, here we go. Like last night again. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got JT Music next to bat the Phillies. No Philly players on base. One out, top of the second. Here we go. Griffin Canning got a pitch going to be JT Great Boy. Ronnie's catch gloves balls 1-0. And Griffin Canning got another pitch going to be JT Great Boy. Ronnie's catch gloves ball 2 to 2-0. These players, these players, we can't do anything. But that's true. And Griffin Canning got another pitch going to be JT Great Boy. It's swinging that one in the grass. JT Music, run around first. Stop a second. JT Music got a double, y'all. JT Music got a double, y'all. And JT Music got a hit. JT Music got a hit. Hey, y'all. What are you? I'm talking about. Hey, yo. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, yo. And JT Music got a hit, y'all. So JT Music is 1 for 1, y'all. And this is JT Music's third double in the 2021 season on the ground ball to left fielder Jose Azucar. Do you think we should make some trades? I don't know. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Alec Bowen next to bat for the Phillies. And we got one Philly player on second base. One out, top of the second. Here we go. Griffin Canning got a pitch in by Alec, a great board. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is on one. And Griffin Canning got another pitch in by Alec, a great board. Runners catches goes, the ball's 1-1. And what that ball's gonna do is the ball's 1-1. And Griffin Canning got another base coming up for Yala Gray. Runners catches goes, that's a ball 2 to 2-1. What position was now? This is the question right here. This is for Star Wars and West End. What position should we trade for him? Like you gotta figure out what position do we need help with on the what position on the Phillies roster do we need that needs the most help that we need to go trade for him. You can't say we need trades. You gotta say what position them. And Griffin Candy got another base coming up for you. Got like a great one. Running catch goes to the ball 3 is a 3-1. And Griffin Candy got another pitch coming up for you. Got like a great one. Well, we already have a third baseman in the minors though, but we can't call him up. We can't call Aiden Miller if we wanted to. And then just we wanted to, we can't do that. And the Phillies are not going to trade Alec Bohm. You know that they're not going to do that. So that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Alec Bohm will advance to first base for the field. Alec Bohm got a hit. Alec Bohm got a hit. He's 1-for-1, yo. And Alec Bohm singles on the ground ball to the pitcher, Griffin Canning, and JT Miller rests the third base. So the Phillies got Alec Bohm on first base and JT Miller on third base. Players are corner down. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got Johan Morris connects the bat for the Phillies. We got Freddie Bears on first base and third base. One out. Top of the second. Here we go. Griffin Canning got a pitch going to be Rojas Gray for one. He's making that one goes right into the grass. And that's a single. Johan Morris advanced to first base for the field. Johan Morris got a hit. He's 1-for-1, yo. And Johan Morris singles on the ground ball to the center fielder. Tyrone Taylor. And Alabama ran second base. So the Phillies have Johan Morris on first base and Alabama on second base. And the Phillies scored a run. So the score is the Phillies have 1-1. The Mets have 1-1. Tie baseball game, ladies and gentlemen. And the Phillies get the first run score and the top of the second thanks to J.T. Neal. And we are tied the game. Tied the game at 1, yo. We are tied the game. We are tied the game. Well, we could have said 1 month ago. We said start somewhere. It's a start somewhere. It's a start somewhere, yo. I'll take him. I'll take them. So you guys, we gotta have faith in this team. When you have faith in the Phillies, everything goes right. See, we gotta have faith, guys. When you have faith, everything goes right. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stott coming up next, the bat for the Phillies. We got Philly players on first base, second base, 1 out, top of the second. Here we go. Griffin Canning got a pitch, can never evolve, so wait for it. Running catch go to strike 1 is on 1. And Griffin Canning got another pitch, can never evolve, so wait for it. Running catch go to strike 2 is on 2. And Griffin Canning got another pitch, can never evolve, so wait for it. And Bryson Stott asked for time on you, and Bryson Stott get right back in the best box, says 2 more baseballs. And Griffin Canning got another pitch, can never evolve, so wait for it. Run. Ah, dang it. And Bryson Stott runs out to the pitcher, Griffin Canning, and Bryson Stott's out. But Johan Morris advanced to second base, and Alabama advanced to third base. So the Phillies have Johan Morris on second base, and Alabama on third base. So coming up next, the bat of the Phillies, we got Trey Turner next to bat of the Phillies. We got Philly players on second base and third base. 2 outs, top of the second. Here we go. Griffin Canning got a pitch coming up for Trey. Get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes the balls 1-0. Come on, Trey. You need a hit from you, man. Come on, Trey. Get Baum home. Get Alec Baum home so we can take the lead. Come on. And Griffin Canning got another pitch going to be Trey Rayburn. Swing in the miss, and that strike one is a 1-1. Shots at 3 for Washington with 6 O's. And Griffin Canning got another pitch going to be Trey Rayburn. Come on. And Trey Turner grounds out to the third baseman Mark Ventino to do to the first baseman Pete Alonso. And Trey Turner's out, and that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies have 1-1, the Mets have 1-1. Tie-base game, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Mets turn the bat. Let's see if the Mets can do that turn the bat at the bottom of the second. And the 3 Mets players do bat at the bottom of the second. Be Tyrone Taylor, Luis Angels Acuna, and Jose Azucarán. And we got runners on base too. Which some of the Phillies are known for doing. Then getting moves of it. Oh yeah, the rest of Philly clack thingy. It's the National Football League draft tomorrow night. Tonight or tomorrow night. The draft is on Thursday. Yeah, the draft is on Thursday. What's next? The NFL draft is on Thursday, the 24th, I think. Yeah. So coming at the bat for the Mets, we have Tyrone Taylor coming to bat for the Mets. No Mets players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the second. Here we go. Christopher Sanders got the base going to be Tyrone. Get ready for it. Around that catch is good. The strike one is on one. Yeah, it's Thursday, 24. Let me make sure I'm right on that one. Hold on. Yep, I'm right. Yeah, the NFL draft is on Thursday. It's on April 24th to April 26th. So it's gonna be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it's 3 nights only. Thursday through Saturday. Yeah. And Clipper saying got another pitch going Tyrone get ready for it. Runner catch goes balls 1-1. Clipper saying another pitch Tyrone runner catch goes to strike two to 1-2. Clipper saying another pitch Tyrone runner catch goes ball 2 to 2-2. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna cover the first round on Thursday because there's no Phillies game. So, and Christopher Sanchez got another pitch to retire on. Get ready for a swing and miss, and that's strike three. And time is out. Second strikeout for Christopher Sanchez, 2 Ks. So coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Luis Angel Acuna coming next to bat for the Mets. No Mets players on base, 1 out. Bottom of the second, here we go. Christopher Sanchez got a pitch coming up. Acuna get ready for it. Right now, catch goes the balls 1-0. Christopher Sanchez got another pitch for Acuna get ready for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 2-2-0. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming up for Acuna get ready for it. He swing at that one. That's a 5 balls to 2-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming up and Acuna get ready for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 3-3-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming up for Acuna get ready for it. And that is ball four. And Luis Angels Acuna will advance to first base. Walton will advance to first base for the Mets. Way to go, Christopher Sanchez. You walk in second bat of the game. Had to be Luis Angels Acuna. Really though? So coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Jose Azucar next to bat for the Mets. And we got one Mets player on first base, 1 out, bottom of the second. Here we go. Christopher Sanchez got a pitch coming over Jose. Get ready for a runner. Catch goes the balls 1-0. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming over Jose. Get ready for it. And he swing it that one. That's a 5 balls 1-1. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming over Jose. Get ready for it. Runner catch goes to strike two is 1-2. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming over Jose. Get ready for it. Swing that one goes right into the grass. And that's a single. And Jose Azucar will race to first base for the Mets. And Jose Azucar singles on a short line drive to the center field of Johan Mohan. Johan was catcher in the center field, but Los Angeles Acuna advanced to third base. And the Mets have Jose Azucar on first base and Los Angeles Acuna on third base. Plays at the corners in. So coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Francisco Lindor next to bat for the Mets. We have Mets players on first base and third base. 1 out, bottom of the second. Here we go. And Cooper Sanchez got a pitch going to be Lindor get ready for it. And Francisco Lindor has for a timeline, y'all. Francisco Lindor get right in the bat by 6 more baseball. And Cooper Sanchez got a pitch going to be Lindor get ready for it. Right, that catch is good. The strike one is on one. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming up for you when no one's ready for it. Right, that catch goes the ball is on one. The ball's in the ball's on one. Chris Sanders got another pitch coming from New York Red one. He's swinging that one. That's a 5 balls and 1-2. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming from the New York Red one. And oh, we had a one down. We had a one down. What the oh? Christopher Sanchez threw a pitch over to his first baseman Bryce Harper to make sure then Jose Azocar and get off the first base bat, pay attention to one at first base in a one down situation. And Los Angeles, Acuna was caught stealing home by the pitcher Christopher Sanchez to the first baseman Bryce Harper, to the second baseman Bryson Stott, to the third baseman Alabone, and Los Angeles Acuna is out. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch when the Orioles wait for you swinging that one to 5 balls and 1-2. Swinging that was another 5 balls still 1-2. And Jose Escobar was taking off as he tried to take him out. And Jose Escobar is safe at second base. And this is Jose Escobar's first steal on the 21st season on second base. Look at that one. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch connect for you in New York away for you swinging that one. That's another 5 balls still 1-2. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch connect for you in New York away for it. Ron that catcher goes the ball to the 2-2. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch connect for you in New York away for it. Ron that catcher goes the ball 3 is a 3-2 is a full count. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch connect for you in New York away for it. He's swinging that one. That's a 5 balls a 3-2. He said Sanchez is all over the place. Well, when he's not in front of the Phillies crowd at home, he ain't in his right mind right now. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch connect with New York Rainbow. And swinging out with Ron the grass, and that's a single. Francisco Lindor will advance to first base for the Mets. Francisco Lindor singles on the ground ball to the right field of Nick Castellanos. And the Mets scored another run. So scored the Phillies got 1 run, the Mets got 2 runs, and the Mets will get the second run scored in the bottom of the second, thanks to Jose Azocar. And the Mets are taking the lead. The 54 is way too much for the second inning. 54 pitches, yeah. And the Roberts, they told the Griffin Sanders, like, get it together, my guy. So coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Juan Soto. Coming next to bat for the coming next to bat for the Mets, we have Juan Soto. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we have one Mets player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Phillies just got a base good enough where you want, wait for you. You swing it that one. That's a 5 balls on one. And Christmas Sanchez got another base good enough where you want, wait for it. And the second the base gonna be one great, but that ball's in the dirt, the ball's went out. Christmas Sanchez got another base good enough where you want, wait for it. Right, that catch goes to strike one is 1-1. And Christmas Sanchez got another base good enough where you want, wait for it. What's it coming at 7-7? And the pitcher stepped on. And Christmas Sanchez got another base connect where you want, wait for it. And one so asked for time on you, and one so you're right in the back line, 6 more base move. Christmas Sanchez got another base connect where you want, wait for it. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls, 1-2. What I'm doing right now, you see me live streaming the Phillies and the Mets game 2. That's what I'm doing right now. Hello? That's what I'm doing right now. And Christopher Sanchez got another pitch coming up for you want to wait for it. I'm not mean to you. I'm not mean to you. I was never mean to you. I was just saying I didn't want you talking about the Sixers up in here. That's all I was saying. That's not being mean. And one's out to the second baseman, Weissenstein. And that's 3 outs for the Mets. So it's cool. The Phillies have 1-1. The Mets have 2 runs. That's the end of the second, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the third inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies can do. They turn the bat at the top of the third. And the three Philly players do the bat top of the third. Be Bryce Harper and Castle over and Nick Castellanos. Bryce Harper's over one. Nick Castle is over one. It's 1-1. And Nick Castellanos over one. Yeah, cause I don't be mean. I just tell people when I'm talking about certain sport in here, and just my saying. Yeah, cause I'm not trying to be mean or nothing. Yeah, it's okay. Welcome in the Philly stream. Yeah, but when you talk about the Sixers up in here, when it's not a Sixers stream, it just kind of throws the whole stream off. So. But anyway, Kim 77, yo, he does his trolls and stuff. He always talk bad about the Sixers and make fun of the Sixers team. So that's why yeah. Cause I know he gonna do that. He gonna do that in October and start over again with that shit again. So he gonna do that again anyway. Don't talk about the Sixers because they are out of the playoffs, right? You can't talk about them. Yeah, cause that's all like the boys are Phillies fans. Sixers said we all know that we don't talk about them until basketball season, right? There's a season for everything. Like we don't talk about the Eagles. We could talk about the Eagles all season when they make any moves or like sign extending the player or something like that. We can mention that stuff. We can do that. That's fine. No, that's fine. And then anytime. So coming at the bat for the Phillies, we had 3-time MVP Bryce Harper coming the bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs. About top of the third. Here we go. Griffin Canning got a pitch gonna make Bryce great moving. We're gonna say hard for the nation. And Griffin Canning got a pitch gonna be Bryce great for swinging the miss and strike 1-1. And Griffin Canning got another pitch for you Bryce ready for a running catch goes the balls 1-1. And Griffin Canning got another pitch gonna be Bryce great for win. And Viceover lines out to the right field and one solo. And Viceover's out. Viceover, you over 2. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Kyle Schwarber connects the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. One out, top of the third. Here we go. Griffin Canning got a base going away. Schwarber great moving. Riders catch goes rolls 1-0. And Griffin Canning got another base going away. Schwarber great moving. You swing at that one. That's a 5 balls 1-1. Look at that. Kyle Schwarber got the long pants on tonight. Yesterday he's wearing like the water pants. They got the long pants on. And Griffin Canning got another base going away. Schwarber great moving. And Cosmo flies out to the shortstop Francisco Lindor. And Cosmo is out. Cosmo, you up for 2? So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got Nick Castellanos go next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly birds on base. 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Here come your boy Nick Castellanos. What's next? You better be ready for this one. And Griffin Canning got a pitch in the way Castellanos great one. Providing Castellanos, that's a strike 1 is 0-1. And Griffin Canning got another pitch in the way Castellanos great one. And Nick Castellanos lines out to the pitcher Griffin Canning. And Nick Castellanos is out. Nick Castellanos, you 0 for 2. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies have 1-1. The Mets have 2 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen. As the Mets turn the bat, let's see what the Mets can do. They turn the bat at the bottom of the third. And the 3 Mets players do the bat at the bottom of the third. Be P. Alonso, Mud Valentinos, and Starling Marte. And then I'd like to ask the listeners because Nick Castellanos didn't get a hit. Alright, so Christopher Saint just done pitching for the night. And coming to pitch for the Phillies be Jose Rawls. Coming next about is Christopher Saint done pitching for the day. Coming to pitch for the Phillies will be Joe Walls. So Colonel Sanders was 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 home runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts, and a 3.42 ERA. So coming off the bat for the Mets, we have Pete Alonso coming to bat for the Mets. The Mets plays on base, 0 outs, 5 in the third. Here we go. Joe Walls got a pitch, going to be Pete Ray Boy. Runner catch goes, rolls 1-0. And Joe Walls got another pitch, going to be Pete Ray Boy. And swinging the miss, strike 1-1. And Joe Walls got another pitch, going to be Pete swinging the miss, strike 2 and 1-2. Joe Walls got another pitch, Pete Ray Boy. Pete Alonso has for time on young. Pete Alonso get back in the bat box, catch my base move. And Joe Walls got another pitch, going to be Pete Ray Boy. Runner catch goes, the roll 2 to 2-2. And Joe Walls got another pitch, going to be Pete Ray Boy. His swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Pete Alonso will advance to first base for the Mets. And Pete Alonso singles on a short line drive to left field, and Matt Kevlin. Matt Kevlin supposed to catch that one left field. The Cassie's batting average is 2.82 after he was in the 300s. Well, was out there this morning. I mean, while he was, it's not was okay. So coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Mark Valentino's coming next to bat for the Mets. We got one Mets player on first base. Zero's driving the third. Here we go. Zero's got a pitch going to be Ventos. Get ready for it. Runner cuts goes strike 1-0-1. And Joe Ross got another pitch going to be you. Ventos get ready for it. Runner cuts goes strike 2-0-2. And Joe Ross got another pitch going to be you. Benito's get ready for it. And Mark Valentino's as for time of year. Mark Valentino's is get back in the battle since my base one. And Joe Ross got another pitch going to be you. Benito's get ready for it. Runner catch goes, the Rolls is 1-2. And Joe Ross got another pitch going to be Benito's get ready for it. Runner catch goes, the Roll 2 to 2-2. And Joe Ross got another pitch going to be Benito's get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a 5 balls to 2-2. And Joe Ross got another pitch going to be Benito's get ready for it. And the pitcher stepped off, so Joe Ross got another pitch going to be Benito's get ready for it. Swing and a miss, that strike three, and Mark Benito's down. First strikeout for Joe Ross, 1K. And coming next to bat for the Mets, we have Starling taking us to bat for the Mets. We got one Mets player on first base, 2-1 out, bottom of the third. Here we go. Joe Walsh got a pitch, gonna be Starling, great for a runner, catch goes to Walsh 1-0. And Joe Walsh got another pitch, gonna be Starling, great for him. And Joe Walsh got another pitch, gonna be Starling, great for him. Swing it out, that's a 5 balls, 1-1. And Joe Walsh got another pitch, gonna be Starling, great for him. Swing it out, that's a 5 balls, 1-2. Yeah, Starling will take another pitch, gonna be you. So he's still, Joe Walsh got another pitch, gonna be Starling, great for him. He's swinging that one, that's another 5 balls, still 1-2. And Joe Walsh got another pitch, gonna be Starling, great for him. And Joe was another pitch when he started. Starling will take ground to a force out to shortstop. Trey turning to first base and vice when it's starting time. And Pete Lounge is out at second base, but Starling will take base to first base. Coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Lewis Torrelli coming to join us. Next to bat for the Mets, we got one Mets player on first base, 2 outs, bottom of the second, bottom of the third. Here we go. Joe Walsh got a pitch coming in for you. Lewis Guerrero swinging with a strike with the one. Joe Walsh got another pitch coming with Lewis Guerrero swinging out with the 5 zone 2. And Joe Walsh got another pitch coming with Lewis Guerrero. Running the catch goes the balls 1-2. And Joe Walsh got another pitch coming with Lewis Guerrero. You swing it out when that's a foul. And when the catch goes the balls, when the catch goes the ball 2 is a 2-2. What's the end for Gomez? And Joe Walsh got another pitch coming for you. For Lewis Guerrero. You swing it out when that's a 5 balls, a 2-2. And Joe Walsh got another pitch coming for Lewis Guerrero. You swing it out when that's another 5 balls, still 2-2. And Joe Walsh gonna pitch gonna bring Lewis Guerrero. And Lewis Dorini's flies out sharply to the center field and your home runs. Lewis Dorini's out. That's 3 outs for the Phillies. That's 3 outs for the Mets. So the score was the Mets at 1-1, the Phillies at 2-1, and that is the end of the third, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to the fourth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat, the Phillies New York turn the bat, Tyler Poon. The three penny plays, the bat, Tyler Poon, being Max Kevin, JT Reed, Alabama, Max Kevin was on 1 to strike him. JT Reed was 1-1 with a double and one, and Alabama was 1-1. Nothing happened to the Jets, just the name. And so it's what you had to do to make the chat work again. All you had to do is go click out the screen, come back in, and the chat will show up again. So coming off the bat for the Phillies, we have Max Kepler coming the bat for the Phillies. No Philly bats on base. 0 outs. Top the phone. Here we go. Evan Candy got a pitch coming in for you. Kepler great for him. Yeah, that's what you have to do. Yeah, because yeah. You swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Max Kepler will advance to first base for the Phillies. Max Kepler got another hit. He's 1 for 2, yo. And Max Kepler singles on the ground ball to the right fielder. He won Soto. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got JT Reed. We're next to bat for the Phillies. We got one free player on first base. 0 outs, top the fourth. Here we go. Griffin Canning got a pitch coming up with JT Gray for win. Ryan catch goes, rolls 1-0. And Griffin Canning got another pitch coming up for you, JT Gray for win. Ryan catch goes, roll 2-2-0. And Griffin Canning got another pitch coming up with JT Gray for win. Ryan catch goes, and strike one is a 2-1. I don't wish that win. The swing of the miss, and that strike one is a 2-1. And Griffin Canning got another pitch coming up for you, JT Greenwood. And Griffin Canning do a pitch over to his first baseman, Pete Alonso, to make sure that Max Copley on the first base bag, pick a number one at first base. And Griffin Canning got another pitch coming up for you, JT Greenwood. And J.T. Realmuto grounds into a force out to third baseman and Mark Valentino to second baseman Luis Angel Acuna. And Max Kepler's out at second base, but J.T. Realmuto advanced to first base. The Charlotte Women's West Senior A. Lawrence. And coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Alabama next to bat for the Phillies. We got one big bat on first base, one out on top of the corner. Here we go. Griffin Canning got a base skinner by Alec Rainbow. Ron's catch goes the balls 1 0. And Griffin Canning got another base skinner for you, Alec Rainbow. Ronnie's catching up the ball 2 0. And Griffin Canning got another base skinner for you, Alec Rainbow. Ronnie's catching up, that strike one is a 2 1. And Griffin Canning got another base skinner for you, Alec Rainbow. Ronnie's catching up, that strike two is a 2 2. And Christmas said, Griffin Canning got another base skinner for you, Alec Rainbow. So Ronnie's catching up, that strike three, and Alabama's out. Alabama, you 1 for 2 with your first strikeout. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Johan Rojas coming next to bat for the Phillies. And we got one Philly player on first base, 2 outs, top of the board. Here we go. Griffin Canning got the pitch gonna be Rojas great board. Running catch goes the rolls 1 0. And Griffin Canning got another pitch gonna be Rojas great board. Alright, running catch goes to strike 1 0 1. And Griffin Canning got another pitch gonna be Rojas great board. And Johan Williams, that's for time on Johan Williams, give up in the right box this one base move. And Griffin Canning got another pitch gonna be Rojas great board. And Griffin Canning got another pitch gonna be Rojas great board. Ronnie's catch goes the ball 2 1. And Griffin Canning got another pitch for Rojas great board. Ronnie's catch goes the ball 2 1. And Griffin Canning got another pitch gonna be Rojas great board. Swing and a miss, that strike 2 2. And Griffin Canning got another pitch for Rojas great board. Ronnie catch go, that strike 3, and Yo-Yo was down. Yo-Ho was you 1 for 2. And that's 3 outs for them. That's 3 outs for them. That's 3 outs for the Phillies. Let's go with them. The Phillies have 1 1. The Mets had 2 1. And we on to the bottom of the board, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Mets and the Mets. Let's see the Mets and to the Mets at the bottom of the board. They say so, wasn't it? What all these guys looking at? I don't know. Here we go, guys. Joel still pitching. They're coming out the bat for the Mets. We have Tom Taylor coming the bat for the Mets. The Mets facing away 0 outs. Bottom of the board. Here we go. Joe Wall's got a pitch. Getting the boy. He's out on great boy. Runner catching on the balls 1-0. And Joe Wall's got another pitch. Getting the boy. Top on great boy. Swing and a miss. That strike one is 1-1. And Tom and Joe Wall's got another pitch. Could be top on great boy. And swinging that one goes right into the stands, and that's a 5 balls 1-2. And Joel's gonna be gonna play Taiwan game one Taiwan to that's for Taiwan young Taiwan to go in the West from baseball. And Chris was saying just got another bit Joel's gonna pitch gonna play Taiwan game one. And Joel's gonna pitch gonna be Taiwan game one. So that was the 5 balls and 2-2. And 1-2. And Joel's gonna pitch gonna play Taiwan game one. And Joel's gonna pitch for Taiwan. And Taiwan Taylor lines out to the third baseman Alabama. And Taiwan Taylor's out. So coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Luis Angel Acuna go next to bat for the Mets. The Mets play some Rays, 1 out, top of the board. Here we go. Joe Hall's got a pitch, gonna be Acuna go 8-1. Ronald Catcher goes strike on 1, and Joe Hall's got another pitch for Acuna go 8-1. He's swinging that one, that's a 5 balls on 2. And Joe Hall's got another pitch, gonna be Acuna go 8-1. Joe Hall's got another pitch, gonna be Acuna go 8-1. Yeah, Veronica Jr.'s on the Braves. We know that, but this is brother right here. His brother is the Angel Acuna, so this is brother right here. And Louis Angel Acuna strikes on the foul team. Second strikeout for Joe Walls, 2 Ks. So coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Jose Ezequiel next to bat for the Mets. The Mets play the Rays, 2 outs, top 5 of the 4. Here we go. and Joe, as a caller, runs, grinds out softly to the pitcher. Joe Walsh, on the other hand, puts to the first base and Bryce Harper stepping the first base back in time. And Jose as a caller is down. And that's 3 outs for the Mets. So the score is the Phillies have 1 run. The Mets have 2 runs, and that's the end of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the fifth inning, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies need to turn the bat at the top of the pen. And the three Philly players to the red top of it will be Bryson Stott, Trey Turner, and Bryce Harper. Bryson Stott's 1-2, Trey Turner's 0-2, and Bryce Harper's 0-2. I was outside and got sunburned, but I didn't feel it really. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stott coming. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stott coming to the bat for the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 0 outs, top of the pin. Here we go. Griffin Canning got a pitch couldn't wait by second wave, but Rodney Cutts goes strike 101. And Griffin Canning got another pitch for by second wave, booing. Rodney Cutts goes strike 2 is 0-2. And Griffin Canning got another pitch couldn't wait by second wave, booing. Rodney Cutts goes balls 1-2. And Griffin Canning got another pitch couldn't wait by second wave, booing. And swing of that one goes right into the grass. And that's a single when Bryson Stott will manage the first base for the Phillies. And Bryson Stott got a hit. Bryson Stott got another hit. He's 1-2, young. And Bryson Stott singles on a ground ball to the left fielder Jose Azacon. You remember, so wait, 2 for 3? Well, let me see. He's 2 for 3. Let me see. And Bryson Stott, you 2 for 3. And Bryson Stott singles on the ground ball to the left fielder Jose Azacon. Coming up next about the Phillies, we got Trey Turner next about the Phillies. We got 1 free player on first base. 0 outs, top of the fifth. Here we go. Yeah, and Griffin Canning got a pitch and then we try to right before he swing it out with the 5 balls on 1. And Griffin Canning got another pitch and then he try to right for it. He swing it out when that's a 5 balls on 2. And Griffin Canning got another base hit by Troy Grayboard. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And Trey Turner's out. Trey Turner, you over 3 with your first strikeout. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we got 3-time MVP Bryce Harper connects the bat for the Phillies. We got 1 free play on first base, 1 out, top of the fifth. Here we go. Harper Nation, Harper Nation. And Griffin Canning got a pitch connect by Bryce Grayboard. Ronnie's catch goes the Walls 1 out. And Griffin Canning got another pitch connect by Bryce Grayboard. Running catch goes the Wall 2 is a 2-0. And Griffin Canning got another pitch connect by Bryce Grayboard. Ronnie's catch goes the Wall 3 is a 3-0. You got another thing because he batting average is dropping 20 points in the past week. That's a major something. Yeah, that ain't good for Nick Castellanos though. And Griffin Canning got another pitch in the way Bryce Grayboard. And that is ball 4. Wait, no, Ronnie's catch go to strike. Ronnie's catch go to strike 1 is a 3-1. And Griffin Canning got another pitch in the way Bryce Grayboard. Ronnie's catch go to strike 2 is a 3-2 to full count. And Griffin Canning got another pitch in the way Bryce Grayboard. And Griffin Canning do a big show to his first baseman, Pete Alonso, to make sure that Bryce is stocking out the first base bag. Pickerton number 1 at first base. And Griffin Canning got another pitch in there for you, Bryce Grayboard. And you swing at that one. That's a 5 balls to 3-2. And Griffin Canning got another pitch in there for you, Bryce Grayboard. And that is ball 4. And Bryce Harper is walked and advanced to first base for the Bams. And Bryce Harper got this Bryce Harper's first walk of the game. And the Phillies have Bryce Harper on first base and Bryce is starting on second base. I got my museum. I think the Castellanos can get back to get back to 300 batting average. I think could. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we had Cal Schwarber next to the bat for the Phillies. You know, we got 50 players on first base and second base. 1 out, top of the fifth. Here we go. Griffin Canning got a pitch connect, but he's Schwarber going. That ball's in the dirt, and that's a ball's 1-0. And Griffin Canning got another pitch, got another base, so we're able to win. And Castro grounds out to the first baseman, Pete Alonso, and Castro was at Castro going for two. And Bryce Stott advanced to third base, and Bryce Harper advanced to second base. So the Phillies had Bryce Harper on second base, and Bryce Stott on third base. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Nick Castellanos next to bat the Phillies. We have Billy Bears on second base and third base. 2 outs, top of the fifth, here we go. Given Kane got the pitch, got that way Castellanos were able to win. Swing and a miss, and that's strike one and zone one. And Griffin Canning got another pitch, got that way Castellanos were able to win. Ronnie Chester goes, the ball's going to win. And Griffin Canning got another pitch, got that way Castellanos go able to win. Ronnie Chester goes, the ball 2-1. And Griffin Canning got another pitch, got that way Castellanos go able to win. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two, the 2-2. And Griffin Canning got another pitch, going to be Castellanos were able to win. And swing and a miss, and that's strike three, and Nick Castellanos is out. Nick Castellanos, you over three with your first strikeout. And that's 3 yards for the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies have 1 run. The Phillies that's 3 yards for the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies have 1 run. The Mets have 2 runs. Moving on to the bottom of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Mets turning the bat. Let's see the Mets can do the turn the bat at the bottom of the fifth. And the three Mets players do the bat at the bottom of the fifth be Francisco Lindor, Juan Soto, and Peter Alonso. Yeah, we always be playing stranded on base. We always do that in Star Wars. You always leave people stranded on base. It's like, why do you have people on base? You're gonna strand them all the damn time. Yeah, yo, Joe still pitching. Alright. So coming up the bat for the Mets, we have Francisco Lindor on the bat for the Mets. No Mets plays on base. 0 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Joe Wall's got a pitch in the way. Lindor, great boy. The one that catches goes to strike one is on one. And Joe Wall's got another pitch in the way. Lindor, great boy. The one that catches goes as the Balls 1-1. And Francisco Lindor, Joe Wall's got another pitch in the way. Lindor, great boy. You swing it that one, that's a 5 balls, 1-2. And Joe Wall's got another pitch in the way. Lindor, great boy. Why not catch it goes as a ball 2-2. And Joe Wall's got another pitch in the way. Lindor, great boy. Swinging him is, and that's strike three. And Francisco Lindor is out. Third strikeout for Joe Walls, 3 Ks. So coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Juan Soto next to bat for the Mets. No Mets plays a race. 1 out, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. And Joe Walls got a biscuit and ring one, great boy. He swing it that one, that's a 5 balls, 1. And Joe Walls got another biscuit and ring one, great boy. And also pops out to third baseman Alabama in foul territory. Coming next to bat for the Mets, we have Pete Alonso next to bat for the Mets. We have no Mets plays on base. 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. Joe Ross got a basement and Pete gonna catch go strike one. And Joe Ross gonna have a victory Pete giving away swinging at the foul tip as a 1-2. And Joe Ross gonna have a victory Pete giving Pete Alonso as for timing hill and Pete Alonso giving the very best is with base one. And Joe Ross gonna have a victory Pete giving Ronald catch goes balls 1-2. And Joe Ross got another pitch gonna be for you Pete giving boy. You swing that one, that's a 5. You swing that one, that's a 5 balls, 1-2. And Jim Ross got another pitch coming for you, Pete. Get ready for win. And Jim Ross got another pitch coming for you, Pete. Get ready for win. When I catch the goes to World 2 to 2 and 2. And Joe Ross gonna repeat grade one. He swinging that one, that's a 5 ball to 2 and 2. And Joe Ross got another pitch gonna for you, pinky ready for it. When I catch the goes to World 3 to 3 and 2 to book him. And Joe Ross got another pitch gonna be pinky ready for it. He's swinging that one goes right into the stands, and that's a 5 ball to 3 and 2. And Joe Ross got another pitch gonna for you, pinky ready for it. And Pete Alonso got hit by a pitch from base to first base for the Mets. And Joe Ross and coming next to bat for the Mets, we have Mike Vantino coming next to bat for the Mets. We got one Mets playing first base, 2 outs, half the pitch to go. Joe Ross got a pitch getting every Vantino's ready for a swing and a miss, strike 1-1. And Joe Ross got another pitch getting every Vantino's ready for it. Run catch goes to Run catch goes to Rolls. Run catch goes to Rolls 1-1. And Joe Ross got another pitch getting every Mark ready for it. And my Valentino's flies out to the right field, Nick Cassiano. And my Valentino's out. That's 3 outs for the Mets. So the score is the Phillies have 1 run, the Mets have 2 runs, moving on to the bottom of the fifth. That's the end of the Phillies, gentlemen. Moving on to the 6th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see what the Phillies unit turn the bat top of the 6th. The 3 Phillies to the bat top of the 6th. Max Kevin, JT and Alabone. Max Kevin, you 1 for 2 to strikeout. Alabone, you 1 for 2 with a double run. I mean, JT you 1 for 2 with a double run. And Alabone, you 1 for 2 with a strikeout. So coming up the bat for the coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Mets coming on the bat for the Phillies. No 50 plays on base. 0 outs, top of 6 of young. So pitches change for the Mets. So Candy jump pitch for the night, coming pitch for the Mets week. As you call was really so coming up next to the bat for the Mets we have Meaning comes next to bat for the Mets, no Mets plays on base. Um, so we and Kevin got another pitch when you went into you got even catch against one photo. Um, and was you got another pitch when you get one catch against the whole 10-2. And then the pitch you got one catch between that 5-2-1. And the pitch you when you match match can match for time when you match can go the match is on base one. And was it where's the one got another pitch when you come away from swing that 5-2-2. And then we're gonna pitch together and swing that 5-2-2. And then pitch when the catch against the ball 3-3 to the count. And we're gonna pitch we get away when that is ball 4. And that's coming as well and advance the first base for the Bills. Everybody they got a face can everybody JT and Ray going. And this was got a face can JT running and coming next by the Phillies, we got JT Ray next by the Phillies, we're gonna go pretty bad first base. 1 out, top of 8, here we go. And JT Ray the guard to a double play to the third base with the Mark Martinez to the second base and Louis Angel Cunha to the first base and Pete Rose and Rex Evans out of second base. And JT is out at first base. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Alabama next to bat the Phillies. We have no free pass of base, 2 outs, top of the 6th, hitting the Madison got a pitch, coming away, yeah, look at Ray going right because he goes to Walls with him. And Madison got a pitch, coming up when you look at Ray going right because he goes to Walls to the 2-0. And another pitch coming away, yeah, look at Ray going, you swing it down, goes right into the grass, and that's a single, and Adam Home advances to first base for the Bills. Adam Home got another hit. Adam Home got another hit. And Alabama is 2 for New York. And Alabama singles on the ground ball to the left hander. Jose Acos run. And so coming up next to the Phillies, we have Young Humbles and that's the Phillies. We got 1 free man first base, 0 outs, about the top of 6 here. That's the one got a pitch, and everyone just swinging down, goes right in the stands, and that's a 5-0 zone win. And that's another pitch, and everyone was going right because he goes to World Home. And Rising Wrong, another bitch, and everybody wrong, I was very born. Lewis got a pitch for you hold by the kiss. Swing that 5-1, got a pitch hold by the catch, got the ball, one. For the end, got a pitch hold by the catch, got the ball, 2 minutes, got a pitch the balls and the ball, 3 3 1, got a pitch swing is 5-1, 3 2. Okay. And then the pitch you want to roll your horns, that's what time you want to hold the back to the movie. And we losing another pitch, we only swing that one. Your horn strikes on the power tip, and your hormones is out. And your hormones, you 1 for 3. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score is the Phillies have 1-1, the Mets have 2-1, the Mets have 5-6. So you mean it's the Mets in the bad, the Mets in the turn the bad, the 5-6. And the 3 Mets play the bad, the 5-6. We start them at say, Louis Torino's and Tom Taylor. Oh, here we go. The worst pitch of all time is coming in the pitch of the game with Jordan Romano. Oh, God. Why about to put Jordan Romano in this situation? So coming up, pitching change for the Phillies. So Joe Ross done pitching today. Coming to pitch for the Phillies. We Jordan Romano. So coming up the bat for the Mets, we had starting right taking the bat for the Mets. And the Mets plays on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Here we go. Joe Ross got a pitch in the way starting away. Starting right take flies out to the right fielder Nick Castellanos. And starting right takes out. You might have gotten. Said you might have gotten hurt. You think so? Having the Tigers game. Oh, you want to watch Tigers game stuff? You see what stats? I don't know if you're a Phillies fan for real or you just being a part-time Phillies fan. So coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Louis Torino. Next to bat for the so coming next to bat for the Mets, we have Louis Torino. Next to bat for the Mets, we got no Mets players on base. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Here we go. Doing random at a base on the Louis Gray, but runner catch goes strike 1-1. And Jordan Randall got another pitch coming in for Louis Gray for a swing and a miss, and that's strike 2, 0-2. And Jordan Randall got another pitch coming in for Louis Gray born. And Louis Torino, that's what time I on Louis Torino got another back in the right box in my baseball. And Jordan Randall got another pitch coming in for Louis Gray born. Run that catch goes the balls 1 and 2. No, because you want to go watch the Tigers game and then it's like you forgot the first game still on, so you're not even staying to look at So that's what I was thinking. And Jordan Moreno got another pitch with Louis Gray born. Run that catch goes the ball 2 and 2. And Jordan Moreno got another pitch with Louis Gray born. It was swinging a miss, and that strike 3, and Louis Torino's out. First strikeout for Jordan Romano, 1K. So So coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Tyrone Taylor next to bat for the Mets. We got no Mets players on base. 2 hours, bottom of the sixth. Here we go. Jordan Romano got a pitch coming for you Tyrone. Get ready for it. Run that catch goes. The ball's 1-0. Well, I wish that I think you are a Phillies man because you stay sometimes I think you are, so I'm not gonna say nothing wrong with that. And Jordan Randall got another pitch for you, Tyrone with Ray Bourne. Run that catch goes the ball 2-2-0. And then Jordan Randall got another pitch for you, Tyrone with Ray Bourne. Run that catch goes strike one is a 2-1. And Jordan Randall got another pitch for you, Tyrone with Ray Bourne. Run that catch goes the ball three is a 3-1. And Jordan Randall got another pitch for you, Tyrone with Ray Bourne. And that is ball four. And Tyrone Taylor is walked and advanced to first base for the Mets. Way to go, Jordan Randall. You work your first bat of the game. It had to be Tyrone Taylor. So coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Luz Angel Acuna coming next to bat for the Mets. We got one Mets player on first base. 2 outs, bottom of the sixth. Here we go. Jordan Randall got a pitch coming for Acuna to wait for it. Run that catch goes the ball's 1-0. And then Jordan Randall got another pitch for Acuna to wait for it. JT was about to throw a pitch over to the second baseman, and Tyrone Taylor takes off and he's saved at second base. And this is Tyrone Taylor's first steal on the 21st this is Tyrone Taylor's first steal on the 21st season on second base. So Jordan Randall got another pitch and then with Acuna get ready for a right catch goes the ball two is a 2-0. He says Jordan Randall sounds tired. And Jordan Randall got another pitch and then with Acuna get ready for it. The run that catch goes the ball three is a 3-0. And Jordan Randall got another pitch and then with Acuna get ready for it. The run that catch goes to strike one is a 3-1. And Jordan Randall got another pitch and then with Acuna get ready for it. And Louis Angels Acuna as for Tyrone Young. Louis Angels Acuna give up in the bat by system of baseball. And Jordan Randall got another pitch. Jordan Randall got another pitch and then with Acuna get ready for it. And Jordan Randall got another pitch and then with Acuna get ready for it. And Louis Angel Acuna grounds out to the shortstop Trey Turner, who threw to the first baseman right side in time. And Louis Angel Acuna is out, and that's 3 outs for the Mets. So scores the Phillies had 1 run, the Mets had 2 runs, and that's the end of the sixth, ladies and gentlemen. And we on to the seventh inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat, the Sioux Division unit turn the bat at the top of the seventh. And the three Philly players do the bat top of the seventh. Bryson Stott, Trey Turner, Bryce Harvin. Bryson Stott is 2 for 3. Trey Turner is over 3 with a strikeout. And Bryce Harvin is over 2 with a walk. Yeah, so what's next? I'm sorry what I said earlier. What I said, you know, I didn't think you was a Phillies fan, but you are one. So nothing wrong with you being fan of two different baseball teams, and nothing wrong with that. It's just that you, at the end of the day, like you gotta be rocking with the Phillies all the way because if we make it to the playoffs and in the Detroit Tigers Dome, you gotta root for the Phillies in the playoff in the postseason if we make it. So, but that. So just saying. So Stephen remain on here. AJ Minter. He used to be on the Braves. I remember that. So pitching change for the Mets. So as it was the Barcelona is now pitching tonight. Coming to pitch for the Mets will be AJ Minter. So coming at the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stott coming back for the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 0 outs, top of 7. Here we go. AJ Minter got a pitch coming up by Ibarra, second wave one. Ronnie's catches go to strike 1 on 1. And AJ Minter got another pitch coming up by Ibarra, second wave one. Ronnie's catches go to strike 1. Ronnie's catches goes to balls 1 1. And AJ Minter got another pitch coming up by Ibarra, second wave one. Ronnie's catches goes to ball 2 to 2 1. And AJ Minter got another pitch coming up by Ibarra, second wave one. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls to 2 and 2. And AJ Minter got another pitch coming up by Ibarra, second wave one. And Bryson Stott flies out to center fielder Tyrone Taylor. And Bryson Stott's out. Bryson Stott, you 2 for 4. So coming up next, to bat the Phillies, we got Trey Turner next to bat the Phillies, and the Philly Bears on base, 1 out, top of 7. Here we go. AJ Minter got a pitch getting up by Troy Grayboy. Running catch goes to balls 1 0. And AJ Minter got another pitch getting up by Troy Grayboy. He swinging that one. That's a foul tip. Swinging that one. That's a foul tip. There's a 1 1. And AJ Minter got another pitch coming by Troy Grayboy. Running catch goes to ball 2 to 2 1. And AJ Minter got another pitch coming by Troy Grayboy. And Trey Turner flies out to the right fielder of Juan Soto, and Trey Turner's out. Trey Turner, you over 4 was your first strikeout. Trey Turner, you can't hit. Damn. Trey Turner, you suck in this game, man. You can't even hit. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we got 3-time MVP Bryce Harper next to bat the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 2 outs, top of 7. Here we go. Bryce Harper, we need you. Get a hit, man. And AJ Minter got a pitch coming up for you, Bryce. Get ready for it. You swing at that one. That's a 5 balls on 1. And AJ Minter got another pitch coming up for Bryce. Get ready for it. And Bryce Harper asked for time on your own. Bryce Harper right on the bat box. 6 1 base runs. And AJ Minter got another pitch coming up for Bryce. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Is 0 2. And AJ Minter got another pitch coming up for Bryce. Get ready for it. Running catch goes balls 1 and 2. And AJ Minter got another pitch coming up by Grayboy. He's swinging that one. That's a 5 balls 1 and 2. And AJ Minter got another pitch in the Ray Vice Grade going. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And Vice was down. Vice over you 0 for 3 with your first strikeout. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So scored the Phillies at 1-1. The Mets had 2 runs. And moving on to the bottom of the 7, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Mets turn the batter, so the Mets can do the turn the batter at the bottom of the 7. And the 3 Mets players do at the bottom of the 7 with Jose Azocar, Francisco Lindor, and Juan Soto. No, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, Wednesdays. I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad at the fact I got mad at him today because we had a conversation about the whole transgender thing and my girlfriend thing, and it was about this news story about parents would opt out of LGBTQ, what classes for the kids and stuff, and they don't know about it, so they're having an argument about that. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, you don't understand. You do not understand what they go through. Have to bring it the whole scientific thing about like what you're born at is what that's what it is, and then say my girlfriend said which my girlfriend was born a boy, guys, by the way. But at the end of the day, she feels more like a woman than she feel like a boy anyway. So just so that reason right there, I would never say he in front of my girlfriend's face. It happens. Never said it. So why would I even say it now? So just for that reason, I'm kind of mad about that. So yeah, cause like that. Yeah, I said tomorrow's game I have to work. Yeah, it's a 1:10 game, so I'll be at work during that time. So I'm gonna be able to cover that game. That's what I meant. That's why I sent the stream earlier. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. But I will cover the Phillies game on Friday when they play the Cubs in Chicago for the 3-game series. I'll do that one, cause that's a 2:20 game on Friday, so I'll get that one soon. Yeah. All right, y'all. So pitching change for the Phillies. So Jordan Romano is done pitching for the day, for the night, and coming to pitch for the Phillies will be Tanner Banks. Yeah, but I will do the one on Friday. So, but I am covering the NFL draft on Thursday. So just stay tuned for that, because I'll be getting that one where we'll figure out what the Eagles gonna do with the draft picks that they have. So they got picked 32 in the first round. So there they go. And Jose, so coming at the bat for the Mets, we have Jose Azocar coming to bat for the Mets. And the Mets play some base 0 bottom of the 7. Here we go. Taylor Banks got a pitch coming to be Jose Guerrero. Ronald catches goes rolls balloon. And Taylor Banks got another pitch coming to be Jose Guerrero. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls and 1-1. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Cause I always do the draft, so I didn't schedule the draft, but I'm gonna try to make the stream for that one. So. And Tanner Banks got another pitch coming for you, Jose Guerrero. And Jose Azocar lines out to the center fielder, Johan Rojas. And Jose Azocar is down. Yeah, if they gotta do Carter, that'd be nice. That would be nice. What position does he play? Cause I got no position he plays, cause that way. So coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Francisco Lindor next the bat for the Mets. And the Mets plays on base, 1 out, top, bottom of the 7. Here we go. And Tanner Banks got a pitch gonna play Lindor, great boy. Ronald catches goes to strike one is on 1. And Tanner Banks got another pitch gonna play Lindor, great boy. And Francisco Lindor has put time on your own. Francisco Lindor right behind the bat about 6 more base runs. And Tanner Banks got another pitch gonna play Lindor, great boy. Right now catches go to strike 2 is on 2. And Tanner Banks got another pitch gonna play Lindor, great boy. Ooh, Bryce Harper, dang it. If it's just assuming that one as a single, if it's just going to do a singles on a soft ground ball to the picture of Tanner Banks, if it's just going to do advance to second base, if it's just going to do advance to second base on a throw in by the picture of Tanner Banks. And we had the Phillies pitching coach come up to the mound and talk to Tanner Banks that ain't good. So coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Juan Soto coming next to bat for the Mets. We have one Mets player on second base, one out on top of the bottom of the seventh. Here we go. Tanner Banks got a pitch getting there for you. Want to get ready for him. Runner catches goes the balls 1-0. Yeah, I'm mad if I was mad because, and Tanner Banks got another pitch getting there for you. Want to get ready for him. The ball's in there, the ball's 1-0. And Tanner Banks got another pitch for you. Want to get ready for him. Runner catches goes the ball 2-0. And Tanner Banks got another pitch getting there for you. Want to get ready for him. And Lonzo runs out to the pitcher, Tanner Banks, to do it to the shortstop, Trey Turner, to do it to the first baseman, Bryce Harper, and Lonzo's out. But Francisco Lindor advanced to third base. So we have Mount Vizio, so we have Rod to come into the mound and talk to Tanner Banks. He's taking about the game. Pitching change for the Mets, pitching change for the Phillies. So pitching change for the Phillies. So Tanner Banks done pitching tonight. Coming to pitch for the Phillies. We have Ryan Coogler. What's up, Mike Green? So coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Pete Alonso connects the bat for the Mets. And we got one Met player on third base, 2 outs, bottom of the seventh. Here we go. Thank you, Mike Green. And Ryan Cook got a base can have a big right ball. Ronald Cuz goes strike 1-1. And Ryan Cook got another base can have a big right ball. Ronald Cuz goes the balls on the win. And Ryan Cook got another base can have a big right ball. Sending that one was all the way to the wall. If he loves it, running up for a stop a second. Pete Alonso got a W on this. Pete Alonso's 10 double on a 25 season on a shot line drive to left field and Mets Kevin. But the Mets score another run, so scored. The Phillies had 1 run, the Mets had 3 runs, and the Mets will get the third run score in the bottom of the seventh thanks to Francisco Lindor. So coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Martin Mantino's connects the bat for the Mets. We got one Mets player in second base, 2 outs, bottom of the seventh. Here we go. Ryan couldn't get a base connect when Ranto's great run. Runner catches goes the balls on low. Ryan Cookman got another base connect for you. Valentino's ready for it. Runner catches goes the ball to the 2-0. And then Ryan Cookman got another base connect for you. Valentino's great for you. Swinging that one. That's a 5 balls to 2-1. And then Ryan Cookman got another pitch for you. Rento's great for him. When Rento's asked for a time on you, Mark Rento's can rap in the red box says when base rolls. And then Ryan Cookman got another pitch for you. Valentino's great for him. That ball's in the dirt, and that's a ball 2 to 2-2. That ball's in the dirt, and that's a ball 3 to 3-1. And then Ryan Cookman got another pitch connect for you. Rento's great for it. Swinging and miss, and that's strike 2. Ryan Cookman got another pitch for you. Rento's great for it. Swinging and miss, and that's strike 2 to 3-2 to Volcano. Now Ryan Cookman got another pitch connect for you. Rento's great for it. And that is ball 4. And Mark Mantino's is ball 2. Mets the first base for the Mets. Way to go, Ryan Cookman. You woke your first bat of the game. Had to be Mark Mantino's. So the Mets have Mark Mantino's on first base and Pete Alonso on second base. So coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Jesse Winker coming next to bat for the Mets. And the Mets plays on first base, second base, 2 outs, bottom of the seventh. Here we go. First time Tuesday, Jesse Winker will play starting all thing. And the Ryan Cookman got a pitch coming up for you. Winker get ready for Runner catch goes the ball home. And Ryan Cookman got a pitch coming up Jesse get ready for Runner catch goes the ball home. And Ryan Cookman got a pitch coming up for you. Jesse get ready for him. Runner catch goes the ball to the wild pitch by the pitcher, Ryan Cookman. Pete Alonso makes third base and Mark Cookman second base. Coming next to bat for the coming next to bat for the Mets, we have Ryan Cook got a pitch going to be Jesse Gray Bruin. And then Ryan Cook intentionally ball Jesse Williams to the Mets at Jesse Williams on first base. Mark Mantz on second base, and P. Alonso on third base. Base loaded for the Mets. So coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Luis Torino. Coming next, the bat for the Mets, bases over the Mets, 2 outs, 5-7. Here we go. Ryan Cook got a base going to be Lewis Gray, but the runner catch goes to strike 1-1. And then Ryan Cook going to get another base going to be Lewis Gray one. And swinging a miss and that strike one, swinging a miss and that strike two, zone two. Yeah, the Ryan Cook going to get another base going to be Lewis Gray one. Swinging that one goes right to the grass, and that's a single. Lewis Turner will make the first base for the Mets, and Lewis Turner singles on the line drive to the left field. The Mets come and the Mets score another, and Justin Lewis second base. The Phillies to the Mets, 7 moves with Reynolds on first base, and Justin Lewis second base. But the Mets score another run, so the Mets got one. The Phillies got 1 run. The Mets got 2 runs, and the Mets will get a 2-run score in the bottom of the 7th, thanks to Peter Alonso and Mark Valentino's. The coming next to bat for the Mets, we have Talon Taylor next to bat for the Mets. We have Mets players on first and second base. 2 outs. 2 outs, 5-7. Here we go. And in the running code, we got a pitch connect when you tell them when you run a catch goes starting one. And the tell and the and the running code, we got another pitch where you tell them go 8-1. And tell them to the pops out to the first baseman by 7 in time. Tell them to the out, and that's 3 outs for the Mets. So the score, the Phillies have 1 run, the Mets have 5 runs. That's end of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the 8th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see if the Phillies can do turn the bat top of the 8th. And the 3 Philly players do at top of the 8th being Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, and Max Kevin. Kyle Schwarber was 1-for-3, Nick Castellanos 0-for-3 in the strikeout, and Max Kevin was 1-for-2 with a walk in the strikeout. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we had Kyle Swim. So coming to the bat for the Phillies, we had Kyle Swim coming to the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans, no Rays. 0 outs, happy 8 him. And pitch change for the Mets. So the AJ Mingus down pitching for the next one. The pitch for the Mets be Ryan Stanley. Coming next the bat. So Ryan got a pitch getting swinging. Ryan catch goes balls. Ryan catch goes balls 1-0. Ryan got a pitch to swinging. Swinging that one the 5-6 1-1. And Ryan got another pitch getting swinging. Great, but Ryan catch goes balls 2-1. And Ryan got another pitch getting swinging. Great, Ryan. And Ryan got another pitch where he's one running catch goes the ball 2-1. And Ryan got another pitch where he's swung maybe swinging down the 5-0 2-2. And Ryan got another pitch where he's swung maybe swing. And Kelsey, that's what Tommy on Kelsey got the red box is my base bone. Ryan got another pitch coming to swing we get ready for it. Ronnie's catch goes the ball 3-2 for Kim. Ryan got another first base over the Rainbow, and that is ball four. And Castle is walked and advanced to first base for the Bills. This is Castle his first walk of the game. So coming up next, the bat of the Phillies, we got Nick Castellanos. Next to bat of the Phillies, we got one big fan first base, 0 outs, top 8. Here we go. Ryan got a pitch in there with Castellanos, great, but Ronnie's catch goes strike one on one. And Ryan got another pitch in there with Castellanos, great for win. Ronnie catches go to strike 2, 0-2. And the Ryan got another pitch in there with Castellanos, great for that ball's in there, the ball's 1-2. And it's horrible to say, but don't say Tommy John, sorry, because then Ryan got another pitch in there with Castellanos, great for win. And Nick Castellanos obviously ground into a double play. Nick Castellanos flies into a double play to the center field, Tyron Taylor to the first baseman, P. Lonzo, and Kyle was out at first base. Coming up next, the bat for the Mets. Coming next, the bat for the Phillies. We got Mets coming next, the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 2 outs, top of the 8. Here we go. Ronnie got a pitch for Kevin Gray, but Ronnie catches goes the balls 1-0. And Ryan got another pitch coming in, but Kevin Gray running. And Ryan got another pitch for Kevin Gray, but Ronnie catches goes the ball 3-3 now. And Ryan got another pitch coming in, but Kevin Gray running. And Ryan got another pitch for Kevin Gray running out his ball for and that's Kevin ball to advance to first base for the Let's give us walk against the first base for the Bills. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have JT Ring, that's by the Phillies. We have one play bat on first base, 2 outs, top of the eighth. Here we go. So coming next to bat for the coming next to coming and running another pitch to JT running catch goes ball 2-0. And running another pitch to play JT great one. As a map was his own. coming next to bat for the Phillies. We have JT next to bat for the Phillies. One big fan base. 2 outs. Stop it. Here running up his way. JT running catch goes over. Running up his way. Running catch goes 2-2. Running up his way. JT running catch goes strike 1-2-1. Send the ball to the 1. And then running up his JT running swinging the 5-0-2-2. Running up his JT swinging the 5-0-2-2. Running up his way. JT swinging the 5-0-2-2. JT. And running up his way. JT fouls out to the center field. Top and tail. And JT moves out. JT Remington, you go 1-for-4. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So the score, the Phillies have 1-1. The Mets have 5-1 to the bottom of the 8th. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mets turn the bat. Let's see the Mets can return the bat at the bottom of the 8th. The bottom of the 8th. And the three Mets players to the bat at the bottom of the 8th. Be Luis Angel Acuna, Jose Ezekor, and Francisco Lindor. Pitching change for the Phillies. So Ron Covington pitching today. Come to pitch for the Phillies because of Nene. Come to bat for the Mets. We have Luis Angel Acuna. Come to bat for the Mets. And Mets play the Rays. 0 outs, 5-8. Here we go. Across the name, got a pitch coming for you. Acuna goes for Luis Angel Acuna flies out to the center field of your home. So coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Jose Ezekor next to bat for the Mets. No Mets plays some Rays. 1 out, top of the bottom of the 8th. Here we go. Carlos Hernandez got a pitch coming for you. Jose Ezekor. Running catch goes strike with 1. And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch for you. Jose running catch goes ball 1. Carlos Hernandez got another pitch for you. Jose Ezekor. The swing that goes right into the grass, and that's a single. Jose Ezekor remains the first base for the men. And Jose Ezekor singles on line drive to the center field of Johan House. And coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Francisco Lindor next to bat for the Mets. We got one Mets player on first base. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th, here we go. Carlos Hernandez got a pitch in the Lindor, get ready for a runner catch goes to Rolls 1 out. Carlos Hernandez got another pitch for Lindor, get ready for one. Runner catch goes to strike 1 is 1-1. And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch in there for you. Lindor, get ready for one. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is a 1-2. And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch in there for Lindor, get ready for one. And Francisco Lindor flies out to left field of Max Kepler, and Francisco Lindor is out. But what a good catch by Max Kepler. Coming up next to bat for the Mets, we have Juan Soto next to bat for the Mets. We got one Mets player on first base, 2 outs, 5-8. Here we go. Carlos Hernandez got a pitch in the rain one, great for it. Runner catch goes to Rolls 1-0. And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch in the rain one, great for it. Right now, catch goes to Roll 2-2 And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch for you, one great for it. Runner catch goes to Roll 2-2 And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch coming for you, one great for runner catch goes to Roll 3-3 And Carlos Hernandez got another pitch coming for you, one great for it. And that is ball four. And Juan Soto is Walton against the first base for the Mets. Way to go, Carlos Hernandez. You work the first bat of the game. Juan Soto. So the Mets have Walter on first base and Jose Altuve on second base. So coming up next, the bat for the Mets, we have Peter Mountain connects the bat for the Mets. We have Mets players on first base, second base. 2 outs, bottom of the inning. Here we go. Closing in, got face going to play Pete Gray for him. You can swing it that one, that's a 5 balls on one. And closing in is got another face, closing in is got another, closing in is got another face going to play Pete Gray for him. Swing and a miss, and that strike two is 0-2. And closing in is another pitch for being ready for and P months for expert time on few months ago in the red box system of baseball. And closing in is another pitch going to repeat ready for him. And P months starts on the foul team. And that's 3 outs for the Mets. So scored the Phillies at 1-1, the Mets at 5-1. That's in the eighth, ladies and gentlemen. We know tonight the following inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's take the Phillies and turn the bat at the top of the ninth. And the three Philly players to the bat at the top of the ninth believe Alabama, Johan Williams, and Roger Stud. Alabama is 2 for 3 with a strikeout. Johan Williams is 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, no behind. And Roger Stud's 2 for 1. Because that's you gotta watch that. If you watching me, check it out, though. Hey, really, do the Phillies have any good pitchers in the minors? That's a good question. We got Angel Painter, though. We got Angel Painter, that's a good one. We have Griffin McGarry. We got who else? I think the other ones yeah, I wish we could go with Angel Painter right now, but we can't do that till July, so damn. That'll be helpful right now. Yeah, it depends gonna be a starter, so we need help right now because Christmas Saints got injuries that bad. So pitching change for the Mets. So Ryan Sting is done pitching today. Coming to pitch for the Mets. We Jose Votto. So coming up the bat for the Mets. Coming to bat for the Phillies. We have Alabama with the bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs. Top of the ninth. Here we go. Jose Votto got a pitch for Yada. Running catch goes to balls 1-0. Jose Votto got another pitch for Yada. Get ready for running catch goes strike 1-1. Jose Votto got another pitch for Yada. Get ready for him. And Alabama grounds out to third base and runs into the first base and PMLs on time. Alabama's out. Alabama 2-4 with your first strikeout. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Johan Williams next to bat the Phillies. No Philly bats on base. 1 out, top of the ninth. Here we go. Jose Butler got a pitch coming for you. Rojas great boy. You swinging that one. That's a foul tip. That's on one. And Jose Butler got another pitch coming for you. Rojas great one. And you swinging that one. That's a foul. That's when your moves. That's for time. Your moves. You have no other touch on base one. And Jose Butler got a pitch coming for you. Rojas great one. He's swinging the miss at strike two, 0-2. Jose Butler got another pitch for you. Rojas great one. And Jose Butler got another pitch for you. Rojas great one. He's swinging that one. That's another bad ball, still 1-2. And Jose Butler got another pitch for you. Rojas great one. Running catch goes to balls 1-2. And Jose Butler got another pitch for you. Rojas great one. And you know who starts on the foul tip. You know who's you know who's you want for. So coming in next to the Phillies, we got Roger Stockton next to the Phillies. No Phillies pressing base, 2 outs, 7-9 Hugh. Jose Butler got a pitch for you, Roger. So running catch goes to balls 1-0. And Jose Butler got another pitch for you, Roger. Single 8 point. Running catch goes to balls 1-0. Jose Butler got another pitch for you, Roger. Running catch goes to strike 1-1. And Jose Butler got another pitch for you. When you was in the way for running catch goes to ball 2-1. When they were doing the pitch, you was in running catch goes to ball 3-1. And was able to go another pitch, we was in the way for it. And White Sox grinds out to the shortstop, and then go to the first one and beat Lonzo in time. And that's the game. And that's the ball game. Final score is 5-1. The Phillies lose. So the Phillies will advance on the 13-11 on the season. The Mets will advance on the 17-7 on the season. And the Mets take game 2 at home. The Phillies are 6-19 record at Citi Field since 2022, including the postseason. We can never win at Citi Field. That's what I've been saying. Every time we come to Citi Field, we can never win here. Can't win at Citi Field. And the Phillies will get the 11 win. The Mets will get the 17 win. The Mets will get the 17 win. The Phillies will get the 11 loss in here. We just, one more game tomorrow, guys. If the Phillies don't win tomorrow afternoon, then then it just says everything about them. And that being said, guys, so thank you guys for watching. So guys, I will not be streaming the Phillies at the New York Mets for game number 3 of the 3-game series tomorrow at 1 p.m., 1:10 p.m., 1:10 p.m. because I got to be at work. So, I will be covering the draft tomorrow on Thursday, guys. So, we definitely going to do that. So, stuff like that. So, I'll definitely be doing that. So, things like that. So guys, I will be streaming the Phillies at the Chicago Cubs for game number 1 of the 3-game series on Friday at 2:20 p.m. on YouTube channel. So I hope the Phillies win tomorrow. Was Zach Wheeler on the mound, and then hope they win that one. And I will see you guys on Friday for our next Phillies regular season. My favorite. Let's go Phillies! Yeah, let's try to win the last game tomorrow in New York and try to get on the and get on out behind on the plane to fly to Chicago to take on Chicago's former team, the Chicago Cubs, at Wrigley Field. And let me tell you what the pitching matchup is going to be for that game. So the pitching matchup for the Phillies game on Friday will be Tom Walker versus who? And, so the pitching matchup for the game on Friday is going to be Tom Walker versus Colin Ray. So it's going to be a good matchup on Friday night. So Tom Walker is 1-1 on the season with 16 strikeouts and a 2.29 ERA. And Colin Ray is and Colin Ray is has one save here. It has 12 strikeouts and a 1.32 ERA. So it's not bad. So we'll see how that matchup happens on Friday, and things like that. So that being said, guys, shout out to not gonna stream, so we're gonna stream. Now, guys, I will see you guys. I see you guys on Thursday for the 2025 NFL draft. NFL draft. Round one. And we'll see what the Eagles want to get, and stuff like that. But that being said, guys, see you guys on Friday for the next week's our favorite. See all my Eagles fans for the draft on Thursday. See who the Eagles want to pick for the picks that we have, and let's hope we get somebody good.